This episode is brought to you by Ninja Luxe Cafe, the 3-in-1 machine that makes espresso, drip coffee, and cold brew. No barista skills required.
Hello and welcome to The Precap, a Daily Show podcast where we sit down with this week's host and we preview what's coming up, recap some of the news we missed, the latest news. I am Kat Radley. I am a writer here at the show, and I'm joined today by our host for the week, Michael Kosta.
I'm Michael Kosta. I'm the host for this week. Let's precap it.
Let's get precapped.
Precapped. You've been at the show a long time, and we've worked together on so many different things.
So many things.
And I love working with you.
You're very fun to work with and
Thank
really
you.
fun to write for. I think writing for you is very fun because we can get away with a lot of jokes we can't for others.
That's
that are
right.
just a little more goofy, a little more dark, which
Yeah.
is like comics. You know, we love being able to write some dark stuff, but still very funny.
Thank you.
I'd say your acting chops
Hello.
are really good, and they really sell the shit out of
Good.
the jokes when we bring you down like dark spirals.
Those are very fun to do.
I could have sworn I think I saw tears in your eyes for one of them.
It's possible, but I was just, I haven't told anybody this, but I was actually fired before that. No. I don't usually access tears when I'm hosting The Daily Show, but it doesn't mean I'm not feeling emotions. This is my dog, Walter, everybody. You want to come up here, buddy? You want to come? Come on. Get up here, you big shithead. Get up here right now.
This is how he talks to the staff.
No, but it's great to be here on the precap with Kat Radley. Have we ever done a precap before?
No, but we've done, when we used to do kind of like deep dives into pieces, I feel like we did a few of those. I think we probably talked about water or whatever the shit it is usually like to talk
water.
about. Yeah.
I love water.
Yeah.
And I use it every day.
I've started dabbling in
Yes.
it.
Yes. What was the last field piece that we maybe have worked on together?
Oh man, I feel like
You get called in a lot
I
on
get
some
called
of
in
my
and
field pieces.
I feel like it's been,
Did you do haunted dolls?
yes, I did some haunted dolls.
Yeah.
I did, one of the prepper pieces you
Yep.
did.
Yep.
Psychic pets.
Yep.
I was
That
in
one just aired.
It just aired, right?
Where he had his mind read. That was a fun one because I posted a clip of that thinking everyone would be like, hey, you're being mean to this pet psychic. But just like the internet always surprises me, half the people were like, good job, Kosta, you got her. And the other half was like, she's a wonderful psychic. She read that dog's mind perfect. It's like, okay, yeah, everyone just sees what they want to see.
Do you think that she got Walter right?
I don't believe in psychics, but I do believe, though, that we all need connection, and how we find that connection varies from person to person.
Yeah. Well, we are here to talk about psychics today. So we're going to talk about things that we missed.
Yes.
So this past week,
Yes.
the news cycle is just moving faster and faster. So there's a lot of stories that we might want to get to cover, but they'll be out of the news cycle by next week.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened this week. Trump launched accounts for kids. He's going to invest $1,000
Yep.
for newborns.
Okay.
And that's going to be like an investment account that can grow, but the government's going to give you the starting funds for it. And Nicki Minaj, Kevin O'Leary, Cheryl Hines, a lot of celebrities
Oh, Jesus.
were
God, that's not
endorsing.
exactly the trifecta of trust.
Yeah. When it comes to finances.
Yes, yeah,
like,
I know, exactly.
where does Cheryl Hines put her money?
Yeah.
I need to know.
I don't know this story perfectly well, but I just always feel like somehow Trump is getting a cut of this. Is this an investment into retirement fund? Or is it like a Trump
It's something they can
index
access.
fund? I feel like he created an index fund that he somehow probably gets fees on. I don't know.
Yeah, they can access it when they're 18.
Okay.
I don't know what you call that.
Yeah.
We're not exactly the financial gurus at the show. But this kind of has like Rumpelstiltskin vibes to me. Like, I will give your baby money.
I mean, this is just classic authoritarian dictator. They always are giving money to the people. There's a great book. This could be my show and tell, Alan. There's a great book that was written by Sinclair Lewis called It Can't Happen Here, about when a dictator takes over the United States. I think it's written before World War II. I believe so. Anyways, the whole time that the president is like, everyone gets $5,000. Everyone gets $5,000. It's this.
Yeah.
It's this.
So that the people are like, oh, but he's so good. He's giving us money.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, I would never open this account for my children.
Yeah.
I don't need your dirty
I don't need your
fascist
dirty
money.
It is. Yeah, it does make you wonder, like,
what's in it for him?
And also whose money is this? Where's this money? This money coming from?
Like they're going to turn 18, you're going to go to access it. They're like, oh, so actually here, there was like this crypto thing that he needed some cash for. Yeah.
Did they cut the funding for kids' AIDS in Africa so our newborns can get $1,000?
Yeah.
Now, like many leaders, he does a lot of things wrong and occasionally gets something right. Luckily. This would be awesome if it started a conversation about affordability and having children in this country and the cost of healthcare and childcare, but that's not what this is.
No, this isn't like we're going to help cover your hospital bill for giving birth to the baby.
Right.
We're going to get something the baby can have when they're 18. Yeah, so we'll see how those play out.
If Nicki Minaj is in, I'm in.
Yeah.
America loves a good celeb.
Yeah, and she's had a MAGA turn recently.
She has, right?
Because she came out on stage with him and was just like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
And I would imagine many of her fans were not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I know I won't be listening to her music anymore.
Well, I'll tell you this. I get annoyed when celebrities and comics kind of play it safe and just say, like, I don't talk about that. So I certainly disagree with Nicki Minaj. I am not a supporter of Donald Trump, but I do appreciate that she's just like doing it.
Yeah.
I kind of hate like comics right now that aren't at least addressing the elephant in the room that is where this country is headed. Kind of annoy me.
Oh, totally.
It's like, look, you don't have to go there all day long, but we have to you have to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm not supporting Nicki Minaj and supporting Trump, but
she's being her
true authentic self, and that's for you to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another big story that came out this week is Meta maybe like blocking links that are about ICE agents on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. People are feeling like their posts, the anti-ICE posts, are maybe getting not as much viewing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would believe that Zuckerberg would be doing that, seeing as how he's trying to cozy up to Trump.
Yeah, they're all trying to cozy up to Trump. It doesn't help me read these stories with skepticism when I see all the tech bros at the inauguration holding Trump's hand, paying this, giving money. You know, it's like, and you know what else would help? If they didn't mask themselves, we wouldn't need to like dig into who they are.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't understand how that's allowed.
I mean, it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
I mean, it
probably isn't.
I mean, it's not, especially if you're a law enforcement agency, everyone has the right to know your identity, see your badge number. Yeah. Clearly, they are not doing any of the typical law enforcement protocols because they're not acting as law enforcement. It's really, it's just very clearly taking their side if they're claiming like, oh, well, it's dangerous for them, it's doxing them.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't need to dox them if they weren't breaking the law and doing crazy shit every day in the streets.
I mean, I believe, and this, again, I'm going to fuck up some stuff here, but I believe the First Amendment of the United States of the Constitution has 5 rights for the citizens: freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to protest.
Yep.
And I believe the last one that everyone forgets is the right to petition your government.
Yeah.
And to me, knowing
A+ right there.
A+ for Kosta. Knowing what agent is confiscating your family or child, you still have to prove your case, fight in court, but you at least should have the right to petition the government as to who the fuck is this person?
I know. The fact that, the internet sleuths are doing incredible work. The shit that
nuts.
they're able to dig out is great.
It's nuts.
But it shouldn't have to come to that.
Right.
But it is, it's just very obvious that if you have to hide your face, you're obviously doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, the Nazis didn't hide their face. Like, these ICE agents are kind of bigger pussies than the Nazis.
That's a very funny point.
It's like the Nazis were like,
also, kind of with our next story, there's one guy involved with ICE who doesn't wear a mask, Bovino, and they just fired him.
Yeah.
They're literally like, hey, man, we all know who you are, and we hate you.
Yeah.
So peace out.
And you're like having to get punished for what everyone's doing, which, he should. He's the head. But, it is pretty wild that they don't want to show their faces, and especially when they go after, because Republicans especially were trying to make anti-mask laws for protesters that were
that is so funny.
covering their faces. So the hypocrisy,
yeah.
it's just insane.
I think John even said it in the Monday meeting. He was like, these are the guys who refused to wear a mask during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're wearing a mask. Let's also be clear on this. Many Americans voted for Trump on immigration reform, but if he would have campaigned on this, if he would have described this, what's happening, I don't think he would have gotten the votes. So there's a big jump from immigration reform, which many people on both sides agree with and want, and having 6 guys sit on top of another guy and then shoot him 10 times.
Yeah. And that's unfortunately a lot of people who didn't vote for Trump. Maybe some people were saying that this is what he's going to do, but people were too naive and ignorant or checked out.
It is kind of crazy that it's kind of crazy that the accusations of the radical left really appear to be presenting themselves quite accurately.
Yeah.
You know, like crazy left, they're saying he's going to do this. It's like, oh yeah, well, the radical left just nailed it.
All of us crazies are so justified right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It feels good. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It sucks. Yeah. Well, that is a good point. It isn't about being right. It's about wanting this to be a country we all want to live in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And being a safe place for our children and everyone, citizens and non-citizens, to be able to walk down the street.
And when I cash in my child's $1,000 retirement Trump account,
and it's going to be 1,001 by the time you cash it out. Alan, is this funny enough for you? Though I do like that. So Kristi, Noem, and Stephen Miller are, playing the blame game of, whose fault is it for all of the fuck-ups in ICE, and, whether it should be Bovino, and everyone's calling for Noem to resign, especially the senators who voted for her.
How about impeach her?
Yeah, impeach her, and then they have to, remove her. So I do think that's something that might be happening, next week while you're hosting. Yeah. If the pressure against Noem keeps mounting, we might actually see something change for her next week if she gets fired or not.
That would be great. I mean, where she so blatantly lied to us about the video with her perfect hair. I was like, you spend 45 minutes on your hair, and you know about spending time on your hair.
Yeah.
You spent 40 minutes on your hair,
I don't.
Kristi, Noem, and no time analyzing this video. I called a Gap this week, Gap clothing.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked.
I'm glad you were supposed to, because I had no idea what you were talking about.
I called a Gap in New Jersey, and I said, how long do you train your employees? Because I was curious. And they said, in general, it's around 6 months. And I was like, that's interesting, because it's 7 weeks to work at ICE.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind, everybody, that these ICE agents are trained for 7 weeks. By the way, police officers are trained 6 months, which seems low to me.
That does not seem like enough.
But also, if you're a police officer right now, you're like, thanks, ICE. You're really making us look good.
Yeah, but the heat's definitely off them now.
Yeah.
So I would just love to see, something happen with Kristi Noem next week. That'd be a lot of fun. She's in the Daily Show universe, as evil and terrible as she is, she's a fun character to play with. Yeah. Because, she wears giant cowboy hats. She kills her dog. What's not funny about that? She's
optics. She's image. What we most likely will be covering next week will be how the Democrats have not figured out how to impeach her.
Oh, I'm afraid
don't
you might
have
be.
The votes.
Yeah. Speaking of very well qualified and competent, capable law enforcement leaders, Kash Patel, leader of the FBI, he's doing a lot of stuff right now. So he has set off international news by invading Mexico to arrest a snowboarder who they believe is in charge or involved with the cartel. And then he's also just yesterday raided a Georgia election office. Let's talk about the snowboarder. That's a little more fun.
Yeah. This snowboarder involved with drug.
Yeah.
Maybe even ordered some hits. By the way, of all the sports, that's the one it's going to be. Yeah. It's never.
They do love snow.
They love snow. But also, Ryan Wedding. Okay. Alleged
Great
drug
name.
lord Ryan Wedding. If I recall correctly, when snowboarding was added to the Olympics, the very first Olympics, immediately one of their gold medal favorites tested positive for marijuana, and it was like, these are the bad boys.
Yeah.
My point is, these are the bad boys.
I think, don't snowboarders kind of have to smoke marijuana?
Yeah, right.
It's hard to find one that doesn't.
Yeah, what are you doing the chairlift the whole time? I think what's crazy about this is that all the agents caught him on their snowboards. That's not true. But yeah, this is a wild story. He was like the top guy they were looking for. A Canadian. Is he Canadian, Alan? He's a Canadian Olympic snowboarder. Somehow got tied in with the Mexican cartel, dealing and delivering and enforcing drugs. Come on.
That's your first clue, though. If a Canadian snowboarder's in Mexico, he's not down there to snowboard.
No, absolutely not.
There's something else going on.
He's snowboarding. Yeah, I guess it just goes to show that anybody can be a criminal.
Yeah. Presidents, snowboarders.
It is kind of crazy that the American government just goes to Mexico and apprehends a guy. I thought it does feel like I thought the whole point of fleeing the country was that you can't come back.
Yeah, I think Kash Patel did it without the permission of the Mexican government.
Yeah.
But that's, since when does that guy ask permission to do anything?
This administration, look, Americans, we can learn from this administration. Why don't we write and enforce more robust laws, because they're pushing everything.
Yeah.
Every pipe they're pushing and pressuring. So why don't we need to learn how to enforce this
Yeah,
stuff.
because the checks and balances are just non-existent right now.
Wacky tobacco.
Yeah. And Kash Patel, it's just, he's so incompetent at his job, because even, I think they came out, the lady in the pink hat who witnessed the Alex Preddy murder, she, in her interview on CNN, revealed that she has not been contacted by the FBI in the investigation.
Right.
Like the number one witness
Yeah.
to the incident they're supposed to be investigating. So, yeah, I'd say they're not really doing the I part of the FBI.
They do this administration loves anything that garners attention. And this snowboarding story gets a lot of attention. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's drugs. It's a snowboarder. It's a Canadian.
No one's getting killed in it.
It's a white guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
A white 44-year-old athlete. You can relate
I
to
can
that.
relate to that. I can relate to being part of the drug cartel. Wait, Alan, cut that.
Kash Patel.
Kash Patel.
So,
Speaking of snowboarding, what's coming up?
the Olympics.
Come on.
Winter Olympics coming up in February. Next week's going to be the week leading up to the opening ceremony. So there's probably going to be a lot of news stories about preparations, things, athlete scandals. It's always a clusterfuck getting ready for the Olympics. Yeah. It's so fun to just watch how ill prepared they are. Like, no, there's shit coming out of the sinks.
Right.
Like, what are we going to do?
Oh, our elevators don't work.
Yeah.
We didn't know that they were all coming. Yeah, well, there was a great story this week that we covered on Sports War, where these Norwegian ski jumpers, a lot of the ski jumpers, when they get measured for their suit, the crotch area is very important.
Okay.
So they...
Can we get that camera?
Yeah, right here. Zoom in. They would pump their penis filled with a liquid to make it bigger.
Okay.
So then when they fit their suit, they get extra fabric in that area.
Okay. And
which
that
helps them in the aerodynamics. And 2 of them got eliminated from the Olympics for this.
How do they check that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because especially
those guys probably shouldn't have tweeted, just pumped up my penis to get more fabric for my jumping suit.
One Swedish-made penis in lunch. That's not mine.
I was on an airplane once during the men's figure skating final, and I really wanted to watch it. And I had to make the decision of, am I just the guy on the airplane watching the men's figure skating final while everyone can see what I'm watching? Which, by the way, I did it, but I was a little bit like, is this weird that I'm watching the men's figure skating final?
Why is it weird?
Because men shouldn't be cheering for artistic men. Does that make sense?
No.
Men that hit and punch.
Yeah.
Tennis is kind of the furthest I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because those grunts.
Tennis is in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can shut your eyes and listen to tennis and be like, what is this?
What porn channel is this?
What is this? I love the Winter Olympics. I think it's easy to make fun of the Winter Olympics. Even this week, we had 5 jokes making fun of the Winter Olympics. It's the best.
Yeah. It's because it is a lot of people in very tight clothing,
Absolutely.
like the speed skaters.
Yes. Skeleton luge.
Yeah. It's a lot of tight spandex.
Yeah.
Bodies pressed against each other.
Speed.
0-degree temperatures.
Dude, there's a sport in the Winter Olympics where you carry a gun on your back.
Yeah, while skiing?
While skiing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Winter Olympics kicks ass. 100 years from now, we're going to talk about the Winter Olympics. They'll be like, there used to be natural occurring snow.
Oh, yeah.
People used to put on these long shoes that had gliding surface. So I'm very much looking forward to this. Very much looking forward to how many Russian athletes win, but then get their gold taken away.
But non-Russian athletes.
Yeah, non-Russian
Yeah, it's like they're
athletes.
Russia, but not competing under Russia. I'm very excited about that. I got to go back to this penis injection
Let's
thing.
go back to the penis
What were
injection.
they injecting the penis with?
Hyaluronic acid.
Hyaluronic acid.
Which is something that I guess we put in it's in our face cleaners and.
Oh, okay. Did it go into the scrotum or the shaft?
I know the way I do it is I go through the anus. Yeah.
Just take the long route.
It's all connected. But really, it also is a testament to how specific these sports get technically.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have figured out truly that a centimeter more of fabric.
Come on, it's more than a centimeter. Give yourself some credit.
Equates to a certain distance advantage of time in the air.
Yeah. These guys should be getting like science Nobel prizes.
Totally.
Like that's
totally. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sky jumping rocked by penis gate. Everything's gate.
I was just gonna say, I'm so sick of putting gate on everything.
Yeah.
It's just, can we stop doing that, please?
It's like democracy's over gate.
Yeah. Dictator gate.
Yeah.
So that ski jumper they've been disqualified.
Yeah, two of them have been disqualified and acid injections in the penis. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah.
It would really suck because as an athlete myself, former athlete, I feel bad for these athletes because they did compete their whole life for this.
Yeah.
And at some point when they were holding their penis in their hand, pumping it with hyaluronic acid, they should have said, have I taken this too seriously?
Yeah. And you probably know the pressure came from like a coach or something or like a partner who's like, honey, you got to get it going on down there.
Honey, you need to win gold.
Yeah.
Do whatever it takes.
Yeah. Another fun sporting event that might be happening as we're leading into next week is the Super Bowl hype.
Yep.
You know, America loves a good hype leading up to the event.
Yeah.
So
we'll have media day. Media day will be when I'm hosting. So it's usually something happens there.
Yeah.
And
And
it's all pretty cliche and boring, but usually something comes out of that.
There's some sort of like behind the scenes scandal.
Yeah.
Especially now the Bad Bunny halftime show
Yeah, that's right.
is going to be exciting. Also, Green Day is going to do the pre-show. So people they're anticipating that because they can get pretty political.
That's right. I bet you they're pumping their penises up with hyaluronic acid right now.
Oh, they're pumping their penises.
I would love it if somebody was political.
Oh,
I would love it.
There's no way Billie Joe Armstrong will not say something about them.
Yeah.
As someone whose husband is obsessed with Green Day and Billie Joe Armstrong, I've been to several of their concerts, and he's been doing anti-Trump chants in his concerts for the past decade.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about it. And the Bad Bunny performance, too. Obviously, people on the right are upset about it because they're racist.
Because what? Yeah, because he's
they
Latin?
don't like Spanish speakers. They also think he's a little gender fluid. They don't really like all that going on.
Okay.
And so they are going to be doing their own halftime show to counter the official halftime show. It's sponsored by Turning Point USA. And they have yet to announce a lineup.
Who's it going to be?
So I feel like they announced to be like, yeah, we're going to do it. And then shit got so much worse. And they were just kind of like, oh, yeah, we haven't really found anybody.
They don't like... Look, this sums up a lot of MAGA. And how do I say all this? They don't want America to evolve the way that it is. They want Make America Great again. Back there in the 40s and 50s when everyone was white and looked the same. And for them to embrace Bad Bunny is to embrace that, yes, America is changing and progressing and is a multifaceted, diverse culture. And it's impossible for them to connect with that. What they're so dumb about is white people are still around crushing it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at me. Crushing it.
Yeah.
Also, I have some knowledge. I do know what drum beat Bad Bunny is going to be using during all of his songs. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Dun, 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 dun. That stays in, Alan.
See them come for that.
Could you point out Bad Bunny in a crowded restaurant?
I could, yes.
I could not.
Yeah, I know.
I like his music when I'm like in the car and I'm like, oh, this is good. What is it? And they'll be like, it's bad. I'll be like, oh, I like it. But I could not point him out.
See, that's the thing. I don't really know his music, but I know his look and his
look.
vibe. Like I've like seen his SNL appearances and stuff. He's got a great look. He's usually got like glasses, a nice facial hair thing going on. He'll wear dress,
I know
cape,
him.
hat. Yeah.
Oh, I danced with that guy a couple of weeks ago at a party. What? It's too bad that he's not going to be performing at the Trump Kennedy Center anytime soon.
No, he will not.
I'm sure that really hurts.
And he's also been vocal about kind of I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure he stopped performing in America because he was afraid his fans would get picked up by ICE.
That's right.
Like outside the
I remember
shows.
that. Yeah.
So he's been doing a lot of international shows.
Yeah.
And I think they did announce that ICE is going to be present at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they tried to announce that as a scare tactic, which, is a scare tactic for sure.
That's like Super Bowl tickets are so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people, they're like, oh, the day laborers and stuff. Like they're not that they should be picked up. They're here legally and,
Yeah.
But like you're going to get like douchey rich white guys going to the Super Bowl. And it's just all a scare tactic. But I mean, I think they still will be there. And I think there will be protests against them. So
they're mad that a Latin guy is popular and killing it.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
Totally. Yeah. Okay, so another big thing coming up next week that I think you're going to end up covering.
Okay.
We might be in a partial government shutdown.
That's right.
So the appropriations...
This is a tricky one. Yeah.
Appropriations bill has to be passed. And the Democrats actually are trying to stand their ground. They're saying they will not support a bill that has the DHS funding in it. They want it to be pulled out and negotiated separately. They want to propose legislation that will rein in ICE, force them not to wear masks, to wear body cameras. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it, though, is kind of like laws that are kind of already in place. Like they're already not following the laws, but they're at least trying to do something. They've been listening to calls. People have been calling their senators. Yep. So we'll see if we're in a shutdown or if Democrats caved or what is going on with that next week.
It's a tricky one for Democrats because they don't want to have the government shut down on their shoulders, but also many, 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 many Americans, including the great city of Minneapolis, is literally fighting to make change right now over ICE. And if Democratic Congress people and senators just fund DHS, it looks awful.
It's completely out of touch with what people want. The majority of people want on both sides of the aisle. And I mean, a shutdown, I'm like, shut it down. What's it doing now anyway? You guys aren't doing shit anyway.
It is a particularly awful time for the federal government.
Yeah.
I don't even think if you supported this administration, would you say this is a good time for the federal government?
No.
Even they are having to solve crises that they've created.
So that's going to be happening next week. So
we'll probably be covering that, which there should be some fun, from a hosting perspective, there will be a few characters that sound off on that.
Yes.
And that should be fun to play with.
Because there are even a few Republicans now coming out against ICE and, wanting Noem impeached, not wanting funding.
Yep.
Is it the Republicans who are not up for election and have nothing to lose now? Yes. But
I know.
One thing, though, so the reason why this fight is happening is because people have been calling their senators.
Yep.
I've personally been calling every day.
Yep.
And it's something we should all do. Even if the funding, let's say, like, they don't pass the bill and they're negotiating, they still need to hear your calls to know that, like, you care. Mm-hmm. Don't back down. Don't cave.
When they check their phone messages and there's 6,000 messages, it means something to them.
It does. They really, they've been inundated with calls, voicemails. Once or twice I've heard of people who do, happen to get a staffer, and they are listening. Yeah. So
that's their job. That's their job.
Yeah. They do work for us.
Yeah.
Like, they get paid with our money.
We do forget that.
So isn't it like, you really do, when you think about like how rich they are and how checked out they are, you're like, wait a minute, no, I'm your boss.
Also, I just wrote, I just paid taxes, and it's like awful to then turn on TV and you see the federal government doing this stuff, and you're like, I paid for that.
Yeah.
I paid for their hotel at the Homewood Suites.
Yeah, like I'm getting ready to like write my like tax bill check, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I know.
What
It's
the
very
fuck am
frustrating.
I doing?
It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Very frustrating.
All right, it is time for something we call the Daily Show and Tell. This Daily Show and Tell segment is brought to you by Ninja Luxe Cafe, the 3-in-1 machine that makes espresso, drip coffee, and cold brew. No barista skills required. In Daily Show and Tell, we just kind of get loose. Something doesn't have to be political. Something that you've watched, read, listened to, been thinking about, been talking about. You got a Daily Show and Tell?
This is my first time living in Brooklyn when a lot of snow has arrived. And I also have a car. You street park it. What I didn't know, because I'm a Michigander, I've always had a garage. When the snowplow comes, it buries your car. Do you know this?
Yeah, I've been seeing
You've
it.
been seeing this. So I don't know if probably a lot
And
of
I've
people,
been laughing my
you're
ass off.
A lot of people don't know this because you don't street park, and if a snowplow comes, I don't know. So it just buries your car. So car is just fully buried in snow. So I dig it out Sunday night so I can take my kids to school. And then as I'm digging out, the snowplow comes and just reburies it. And it is funny until you actually like need to do stuff. And I just want all listeners to know, this place, when it snows and then freezes, is tough.
Yeah.
Getting to work is tough.
So like walking, subway, or driving, everything slows down.
Everything slows down. Ice on the train tracks, car accidents. It's just a shit show.
Yeah.
And that's my show and tell.
You can see because we're both wearing snow boots. Because there's like a 2-foot snowbank in one of the crosswalks that you have to like climb through to get to the other side of the sidewalk.
And as a Michigander, you're used to snow, but you shovel and then it goes away and then you just throw it on the lawn or what. But there's nowhere to put the snow.
Yeah.
So it's just extra complications, and this is my first time really experiencing it. I wanted to share that with you.
Yeah, share this hellhole that you've been going through. I will share, I'm, I guess, a basic bitch like everyone else out there.
That's for sure.
I've just finished my second full viewing of Heated Rivalry.
Wow,
and
second.
the second view, because I watched it for the first time. Then I told my husband, you have to see this show. And so I got him to watch it with me for the second time. Okay. Because episode 5 is one of the best episodes of television in history. If you're not watching it, if you haven't watched it, one, I'm sorry you're so homophobic, and two,
I'm afraid to watch men's figure skating on an airplane.
You would hate it. No, you would like it. It's good storytelling. It is a lot of graphic gay sex, but the story it builds, and it's just beautiful, and it has like moments you cheer for, and it's lovely.
Great.
And I think everybody should watch it, especially leading into the Winter Olympics, because like I think you're going to see, especially with the international hockey coming up, you're going to be missing out. You're going to be lost in all the heated rivalry jokes and references and fun that everybody's having. So if you want to get in on the spirit of it and be in on all the jokes, you got to watch it. And it's really lovely. And it's been a bright light of joy for me. Yeah. Like, as I'm scrolling and watching, like, ice abduction videos, then I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go back and watch the last 5 minutes of episode 5 of Heated Rivalry again as, like, a palate cleanser. So it's beautiful. Get in on it.
My show and tell was my car gets buried in snow. Kat's is I rewatched a gay sex show.
Yeah.
No.
This is what happens when your country's descending into authoritarianism. Yeah. Like, it's...
Or are we going to see, like, every sports show now doing this genre? Probably.
I mean, maybe if they want to capitalize on it. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to watch the hockey in the Olympics. And I'm like, I swear to God, if these two of these dudes don't start making it on the ice, I'm going to lose my shit.
That man, I really would have been a much different miracle on ice if the Americans, when they beat the Russians in 1980, they had to have gay sex with them.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we'd be in a much different place internationally than we would right now.
We would.
Maybe no war in Ukraine. Just saying, international gay love stories in major sports is what is going to heal the world.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
So if we can just get there all as a society, I think we'll be okay.
We'll be good.
This Daily Show and Tell segment was brought to you by Ninja Luxe Cafe, the 3-in-1 machine that makes espresso, drip coffee, and cold brew. No barista skills required.
Thanks, Kat.
Yeah. Okay, so this has been the pre-cap. I've been Kat Radley.
I'm Michael Kosta. I'm hosting The Daily Show this week on Comedy Central, Paramount Plus, and right here in podcast form on The Daily Show, Ears Edition.
Thanks, guys. Stay safe out there.
Thank you.
Explore more shows from The Daily Show podcast universe by searching The Daily Show wherever you get your podcasts. Watch The Daily Show weeknights at 11, 10 Central on Comedy Central, and stream full episodes anytime on Paramount Plus.
This has been a Comedy Central podcast.